Girl Vanika B right here in a place to be. And thank you so much for joining me on Free to Be Me TV. Alrighty, now that we've done with the intro. Y'all, I love my little rhyme and intro. I think that's just the like rapper in me. But anyways, let's move forward. Today's topic, we're talking about confidence. Now, little what's the word I'm looking for? Disclaimer. I'm not in my full glam down. Um, that's neither here nor there. Just know that I'm confident about what I'm about to tell you. Okay, so get into it, girl. Anyways, so how do we build confidence, right? I feel like this is such a big thing that I want to talk to people about because I realize a lot of my mistakes in life, a lot of, and not just me, but like a lot of other people that I've like watched too. A lot of people's like missteps or mistakes or just faults, not even faults, but like things that they do, it's because they have a, or don't do, it's because of a lack of confidence. Okay, and this can really affect the quality of your life, okay, especially as a woman, because if you don't feel confident in your ability to um move forward, to get things done, you don't feel confident within yourself, it can really hinder you. And you'll be depending on some Dusty to do stuff for you that he can't do either. Right? So, like I said, moving right along, I feel like confidence is a huge thing. And I just want to help my girlies and guys too, if guys are watching, help everyone who needs this. Confidence is something everyone needs, right? So this is the breakdown. If you're looking to boost your confidence, and if y'all see me looking over, I wrote down notes because I have so many ideas on this, and I probably do another video on this. But let's just jump into it. Section 1, right? So section 1 of it is take an assessment of all your insecurities. Now, I know this is going to be the unsexy part. This is going to be the part that feels icky. This is going to be the part that nobody likes. Okay? Don't worry. It gets better. But we have to first confront what are the things that we're feeling unconfident about? What are the things that we're not, we're insecure about? Where are we feeling like we're not the best, right? It could be intelligence. It could be in a number of things. It could be looks. It could be anything. So if you have like, oh, I don't like this part of my body, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. So if you have different things that you don't like about yourself, let's get down a list of all the different things that you may say that you don't like about yourself, right? Today we're talking about confidence and how to boost your confidence. Thank you so much for the hearts. Love y'all, love y'all. Thank you so much for coming in. So I see you all. I really do appreciate you guys for coming in, okay? I want to keep it rolling for the ones that are going to catch this on the back end. So take an assessment, right, of all the things that are bothering you, whether it be internal, mental, whatever the case may be, right? And then kind of go through and assess to yourself, how really important are these things? I remember one time I was talking to my dad, and this is when I was a little girl. And, when you're little, you're impressionable to get influenced or feel bad about everything, right? Feel bad about any little thing that somebody may say about you. And I remember somebody pointing out to me that I had flat feet. And they were like, oh, you're flat footed. You don't have an arch in your foot. And I didn't know that was a thing. And I was like, oh, yeah, my foot is flat. My feet are flat. And I started feeling like insecure about it. And I was telling my dad, like, Dad, my feet are flat. Like, my feet are flat. I don't like that. Like, oh my gosh, my feet are flat. And he was just like, so what? And in that moment, you guys, I literally felt so liberated because I was like, well, I guess it's really, he was like, so what's wrong with that? Like, what actually is wrong with that? What's wrong with being flat footed? what's the big deal, you know? And that kind of put things in perspective for me because I was like, dang, I never thought of it like that. Like, what is wrong with being flat footed, right? And so I say all that to say, when you're assessing what these insecurities are, I know that they're like, oh yeah, it is a big deal to me that you know, my butt is big or my nose is big or my whatever. Like it is a big deal to me that I don't have this or I don't have that. Right. Okay, cool. But if it's something that you're like, I really don't like, it's something that's just like, this is something that I really can't control, but it's not really a bad thing. Like, assess whether it's really bad or not. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. But not even bad, because like, not to say bad, but just assess how important it really is on the big spectrum of things as you as a person. Okay, that's a better way of putting it. Right. Now that you made this list, so what a couple things. Okay? Go through this list and so what a couple things. So what? Like, so what I have flat feet. So what? My hair is not that long right now. I can grow more hair. So what? Whatever the case may be, okay? Because we're building confidence. You want to so what a couple things if you can. If you can so what the whole list, that would be great. But realistically, I know there are some things that you're going to have to dive deeper for, and that's all cool. We got something for that too. But certain things like that are so small, just let it go. Like it doesn't have to be a big thing unless you make it a big thing, okay? So, moving next, section 2. Spend loads of time alone, okay? And I know people have an issue with this. Like, I didn't realize that so many people had an issue with spending time alone. And I really feel like it stems from, and I say this with so much love, I really feel like it stems from not only just society and us constantly being overstimulated, but also just like a part of you not enjoying your own company. Okay? If you're a vibe all by yourself, like if you really enjoy your own company, then there's no need to always need to have other people around. You know what I mean? It's okay to be alone sometimes so you can kind of clear your mind. So spend it, when I say loads of time by yourself, spend as much time as you possibly can by yourself. Some of us are already in isolation stages right now. So if you're in an isolation stage, just know that it's okay that you're in an isolation stage. You don't have to be like feeling sad, like, oh, I don't have any friends, or oh, I don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. You don't have to feel bad about that because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, being alone is better than being around the wrong company. Okay? Uh, so spend as much time with yourself as you possibly can. Okay? Then also, if while you're spending that time by yourself, this is a shameless plug. I am an author. I have written the All About You 30-Day Challenge. And this challenge basically gives you time while you're spending that loads of time by yourself as much as you possibly can. Like if you can just spend 30 minutes a day by yourself, that's great. That's enough. To like start building that bond with yourself because you're trying to boost your confidence. You have to know like who you are. You know what I mean? Those are the things that are really going to help boost your confidence. Knowing who you are on an internal level, not just how cute you are, not just how beautiful you are or how attractive you may be, but also like what are the things that make you you, right? And that's what this book is all about. So the All About You 30-Day Challenge takes you through every day to go over things that things that show things that help you get to know yourself on a deep level. Okay? So, let's just go over day 1. Day 1 goes over like, and mind you, this is set up for the everyday person, the mom, the dad, the person who doesn't have a whole lot of time to spend by themselves, but they're like, you know what? I really need to get back into myself. I really need to get back to myself. This takes 5 minutes to do per day. Okay. You don't have to, it doesn't take a really, really long time to do every single last thing. So the first page is learning something about yourself. Obviously, the whole book is learning about yourself. The first thing is looking up your name. And what does your name mean? Your name has a lot to do with your your name has a lot to do with your nature. Iyanla Van Sant once said that anytime someone calls you by your name, they are reminding your soul of who you truly are. All of our names mean something, right? And so you want to dive deep into the essence of who you are. Diving deep into who you are really helps you to feel better about yourself because when you know who you are, nobody could tell you about yourself. Nobody could think they're going to come up to you and tell you X, Y, and Z because you already know the whole alphabet, boo. Okay? You like, yeah, okay, sure. Like someone can give you their opinion, someone could say, oh, I think you should da 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 da. But if you already know who you are, it's not much somebody can come and tell you that's gonna be this and gonna be that in your life because you already have a foundation. You're already standing on something. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So yeah, that was my shameless plug. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there. But that was my shameless plug. If you guys are interested in getting the All About You 30-day challenge, you can go ahead and get that on my I was about to say on my website. Oh, look at me manifesting. My website's coming, y'all. But on Amazon, you can go ahead and cop that. And if you don't want to do that, it's totally fine. I'm still gonna help you, boo. We're still gonna go through over the things that can help you to become more in love with yourself, more confident, just understanding who you are on a deeper level, like I said. So now that was spending time by yourself. This is an activity that you can do to spend time with yourself. Another thing that you can do to spend time with yourself is writing down your thoughts, journaling your thoughts, studying yourself. Make a study out of yourself. You know how women will go meet a man and study him, like, or a man will meet a woman and study her down because they're trying to get close to that person to achieve something with them or to lay with them or whatever the case may be, right? And they're always trying to like go on their Instagram or go on their this, and they're trying to figure out what that person's favorite food is, what that person's favorite activity is. And then they're taking that person out on a date. They're like really focused in on that person. That's how you got to be about yourself. Okay? That's how you got to be. Like, you got to be so infatuated with yourself that you start learning more stuff about yourself, like every day. That you're like, oh, I didn't even know I like that. Like, oh, I wanted to da, da, da. Like, oh, maybe I should try this. Maybe I should try that. You know what I mean? Like, or getting to know like what you do and don't like, how you react to certain situations. If you encounter a challenge, write it down. Like, write it down. You had a hard conversation today. Write it down. Write down how your body reacted to that, so you can get a feel of how you are in tense situations. Okay, start studying yourself like you're the most important person, the most successful person in the world. Okay, so that's that. That's section two. Spend loads of time alone. Meditate. Okay. Sometimes when you meditate, you'll hear like your thoughts, you'll hear different thoughts, and you'll realize like that's not really how I feel. That's not really what I think. And sometimes you'll realize that you're hearing other people's thoughts. I'm not saying like you're telepathic or something, like you're hearing like you're psychic, but you're hearing um unless you are, but you're hearing other people's thoughts of past bullies, of maybe caretakers that might have been narcissistic, or maybe siblings. There's so much that goes into programming a human being, and people are always stuffing their opinions into people. So you really have to guard your ears, guard your soul, guard your spirit so that people can't penetrate that bubble, right? So making sure that you take the time to write down things, meditate on what's going on. Like, when you meditate, write down, like, okay, this is what came up in meditation. Where did this come from? Like I said, make a study out of yourself. Now, no, this isn't that sexy. I know, I know, I know. But we're going to get to the more sexy part, okay? We're going to, like, boosting your confidence isn't the process of it, might not feel that, it might not be that sexy on the outside, like talking about it. But once you boost your confidence, and when I say boost your confidence, I mean like completely raise that bitch up off the ground. Like, not just like, oh, she just needs a little boost. Like, no. Like, no, the reason why you've taken abuse, the reason why you've let people handle you any type of way, the reason why you overextend yourself, the reason why you're going through different issues in life is because your self-concept is too low. And because your self-concept is too low, is because your self-esteem is too low. The confidence is on the ground. So we have to raise it all the way up. Okay, and I say this with so much love. I'm not judging you. I have been there. I'm only a few steps ahead of you. Okay, I have been there. I have been in the trenchy honest when it comes to my self-esteem, and just not even knowing that I had low self-esteem. Like, didn't even know how low it really was, because I thought, oh, I'm cute, I'm this, whatever, whatever. I didn't realize, like, I wasn't valuing myself to the esteem of who I really am. And that's why I was allowing things to happen in my life. That's why I was allowing people to attach themselves to me that had no business being around me. And when people that have no business being around you get around you, they start to infiltrate your mindset. They start to plant seeds of doubt. They start to affect how you act. And this can change the trajectory of your life in a negative way, right? And we don't want that. We're trying to grow. We're trying to blossom. We're trying to be around the exclusive and the most, you know, um, higher echelon type of people. We're trying to be in a different mindset, right? A different headspace. So, moving on. So, you're gonna, so another tax. So I know that I said a lot when it came to section 2 as far as spending time by yourself and what that looks like. Um, Now we're gonna move on to section 3. Okay. If you guys have any questions about any of the stuff that I'm going over, if you want more information on it, let me know. I got you. I'm here for you, boo. Okay. So number 3, I just wrote these notes down really quick, so that's why I'm like checking them out. Because when I tried to make this video earlier, I was going, and I had to center myself. So, anyways, so 3, section 3, pick up one thing. Excuse me. Write down the list of the things that you're really good at and hone in on these skills. Okay? The things that you really are really good at, like, pay attention to that stuff. You, like, become great in those areas as much as you possibly can, right? You've done a study on yourself. You've been doing a study on yourself. At this point, you should know what you're good at, what you're not good at, right? So now that you have a good idea of what you're good at and what you're not good at, pick one thing that you really enjoy doing, that you're really good at, and hone in on that. Hopefully it's some type of skill. Maybe it's cooking, or maybe it's analytics, or maybe it's mathematics, something. There's a gift that's been placed in, maybe it's singing, maybe it's dancing. There's a gift that's been placed inside of you, and the confident version of you is wanting to come out, and like, it wants to show the world that gift. You might be a shy person. You might feel like, oh, I don't want to show the world anything. Like, no, like, I'm scared. I'm bashful. I'm in the corner. I'm in the background. But we all have something to contribute to the earth. I'm a firm believer in this, you guys. We all have something to contribute to the world. So pick that one thing that you really like. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. I don't want to get sidetracked because I got a little touch of ADHD. So I want to stay focused. But thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you find this video. And if you want more content like this from me, please let me know. Okay. So take that one thing and hone in on one thing, right? Like you might have like a million gifts, but like, okay, you might have like three gifts. You might have like three hardcore gifts, and you're like, I love all of these. Just pick one and just focus on that one that you really love, and just give extra time to that 10 minutes a day. This is gonna do something for your body. You're gonna just feel awesome. Like you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, I did that. Even for the things, even for the days that you're not having such a great day, if you go do that one thing that you love for 10 minutes a day, it's really going to help boost your morale for the day. You get what I'm saying? So, taking the time, I'm tripping over my words, guys, cuz I'm such a great auditor. Anyways, taking the time to hone in on your gifts, this is going to help you to feel more confident because you're going to be like, I know how to do that thing. Whatever it is, whether it's just cooking. Like in my family, I'm like the best cook in my immediate family, right? And so when I'm like at my parents and my siblings are over, they're all like waiting on me to get up and cook breakfast. They're like, we you gonna make us breakfast? No, I'm not making breakfast today. What you talking about? No. I didn't sign up for that. No, I'm not. But I mean, thanks for the call. They like, cause you the chef, you the best chef, you the best cook. You not cooking but it does something for me to like have that feeling of like I do know how to cook. I love cooking. It's something that I love to do. It's something that I enjoy doing, and just having something that I love to do and I enjoy doing it often, it makes me feel good. Okay, this helps boost my confidence. Even if it's in one thing, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's all included. It's all connected. Okay. Um, and then we're on section 4 now. Okay, so now you're going to, in section 4, you're going to pick up one thing that's good for your body. You're going to pick up one thing that's good for you, like good for your body, good for your spirit, good for your mind, good for you, and be consistent and say, okay, you're going to decide this is the thing that I'm going to do as a self-care practice for myself. Okay. I love doing, like, I'm going to do this one self-care practice. And being consistent with that one thing, whether it's your skincare, whether it's brushing your teeth, what it can be something so small that makes a big difference. Okay. So you're going to go to that insecurity box, that insecurity list, and you're going to find one thing on there. You're like, oh, like, say for instance, we're just going to use this example. Say for instance, you say, oh, I hate my skin. My skin is it's terrible, or whatever, right? So if you say that and you're like, okay, I want to make my skin better. And then you're like, well, what are the things that are making my skin so bad? I clean my skin with bar soap, or I don't always wash my face at night when I have makeup on, or whatever the case may be, right? And so now you're going to work backwards from that, and you're going to say, what are the things that I can do to improve this thing? And then you're going to start doing that one thing and be consistent with it. That's the important part. Now, while you're being consistent with this one thing, it's going to be so good for your confidence, because you're going to be like, "Oh my God, like I'm really changing. Like I'm really changing this aspect of my life. Like if I can do this, then I can do that. If I can clear my skin up, then I can maybe, you know, get my credit score together." You know what I mean? Like when your brain has evidence that you can change something. When your brain has evidence of something, it uses it, and it says, okay, well, I can. It will start to give you the confidence to go and do other things. I hope I didn't ramble, and I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense, you guys. Let me know in the comments, okay? Um, because I have so like I'm so excited to talk about this, and I have so many different ideas about how to talk about this in different ways. And so let's move on, okay? So, um, now section 5. Section 5 is brainwash the mess out of yourself. Okay? Brainwash the mess out of yourself towards your self love and self confidence. Okay? Now, you're going to, when I say brainwash yourself, I mean this quite literally. And I know people are like, people kind of hate that word. Like they don't want to be brainwashed. But guess what? If you don't brainwash yourself, the world will. And guess what? You'll end up buying something. If you don't brainwash yourself to believe that you're the baddest bee, you're the baddest dude, you're the hottest dude, you're the hottest girl, if you don't brainwash yourself to believe that you're the best you that you can be, and start working towards that, and start like literally like just immersing yourself in a different belief of yourself, the world will brainwash you to think that you're not enough, and then they'll charge you to make you enough. They'll charge you. They'll be like, oh yeah, let me get some of them coins, because you don't look that great. You need some of this stuff that we got, so run me them pockets. Okay, that's what it is. So moving on. Okay, so we want to brainwash ourselves to what we want. We want to brainwash ourselves to believe that we are it on a stick. We want to brainwash ourselves to be the most confident, powerful versions of self. Okay? Got it? Good. Now, how are we going to do this? Because I can't just leave you hanging with brainwash. Like, how do you brainwash yourself, right? Just like the world brainwashes you with music, with ads, with visuals, just like the world will brainwash you, you're going to do the same thing to yourself. So what does this look like? You're going to start listening to different music. I got a playlist. I got a nice little playlist. I might share that with y'all. I got like, you're going to start listening to uplifting music, okay? Music, and it's going to take some time for you to find this music. But I might share the playlist with you guys that I do have. I don't know if I can, when I say might, I want to, but I just don't know how to do it in like a description or how to do that. DM me. I might just send it to you. Anyways, so you're going to brainwash yourself with listening to uplifting music, with listening to music like I Am Enough. I don't know the artist's name. Forgive me if you see this. This woman, her voice is so beautiful, and she's literally just singing an affirmation. I am enough, the whole song, but the song is very powerful. Okay. Listening to stuff like what's that guy's name? B Hayes. Listen to uplifting music, okay? Just listen. Try to find yourself some uplifting music where you are affirming. They have so many channels right now where they're making like old time music from AI. They're making old time music, so it sounds like jazz and like R&B from like the 1920s and 50s, but the lyrics, are like, oh, I love myself, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. Start brainwashing yourself with music. Music is a very spiritual tool. That's why they have so many. Okay, we ain't gonna get into all of that. Stay focused. That's the reason why there are so many negative messages in the music, to brainwash everybody. Okay? So we want to use that in our to our advantage, and use positive music to our advantage. You just have to look for it. It's on YouTube. I swear to God, it's on here. Anyway, so you're going to also immerse yourself in positive music, visuals. So whether you need to put stickers, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like if you want to put sticky notes all over your house, um, if you want to like that have positive affirmations on them, or not all over your house, but like in your room or in your bathroom, stuff like that, to kind of help you to have that reinforcement all over the place. Like, you're enough, you're beautiful, da da da. Whatever it is that you're feeling self conscious about, you want to start writing these affirmations out, putting them everywhere, all around the house, reading them daily. Immerse yourself. You want to completely brainwash yourself to into believing that you are it on a stick. Okay, you are him, you are her, you are them. Okay, I done include everybody with that one. I with my head back. Okay, sorry. I was about to get something else. Anyway, so yeah. So also with the brainwashing, a lot of something that you can do that's really great is mirror work. So I like to do this in the morning. You don't have to do it like just do it off, you know what I'm saying? Just do it every day. Just do it every day that you get in the shower. You don't have to do it like for hours and hours, is what I was about to say. You don't have to do it like for a very long time, but like before you get in the shower, stuff like that. So Mel Gibbons has this thing where she tells people to high five themselves in the mirror. And she said, there's something that happens with your brain where when you high five yourself in the mirror, you're letting yourself know that you're your own friend, that you're on your own team, right? So basically, you're trying to, the whole point of boosting your confidence is you're trying to closen the connection with yourself. Okay? I hope you understand what I mean when I say this. You're trying to connect with yourself so deeply that you are your very best friend. Okay? Nobody can be your best friend because that slot is already taken. You already got it. Okay? You're your biggest cheerleader. You're always going to do it every single time. Okay? So, loving on yourself, showing yourself compassion, giving yourself grace, these things are so necessary through this process, because brainwashing yourself can take a very long time, especially if you're not susceptible to subliminals and brainwashing and stuff like that. Speaking of subliminals, we're going to move on to that part. Listen to subliminals as much as you possibly can when it comes to confidence, when it comes to whatever it is that you're looking for. You know, there's a channel that I really trust, and I come to find out, I like via my recap of YouTube like gave me a recap of like all the stuff that I was watching this year. Like, she was at the top of the list this year. High Frequency Guru, you guys go check her channel out. Her channel is booming. She's so consistent. She literally posts new videos of subliminals and like stuff every single day, and I really feel like her stuff is very powerful. Also, another person that you can listen to, and his stuff is very powerful as well, like will give you weird dreams because your self-concept is changing so fast. His name is Dylan James. Dylan James, okay? Dylan James is a great, he makes good content as far as like self-concept, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope I gave you guys enough for resources and enough steps, okay? That was just a I want to say like a condensed version of the things that you could be doing to boost your confidence. And when I say boost your confidence, you know what I mean. I mean raise it all the way up. Okay, raise your confidence, raise your self concept to new levels, new heights. Okay, because this is what we're looking for. Like 2026, we're not taking no prisoners. Okay, y'all. Like we're going all the way in. Especially for my baddie best friends, for the girls that you like, oh, you just always felt kind of like people would treat you weird, and you always kind of felt like you was just kind of mid. Like you felt like in your heart like you knew you was the ish, but people always was treating you like you wasn't nothing. People were not all people, but a lot of people will give you the reaction of like, you're not that, you're not her, you're not him. And we're going to have more conversations about that because we all know that's jealousy. We all know that's, people being, but sometimes we just don't even know how powerful we are, that our presence can make people react in such nasty and evil ways. And it's not funny, but it's quite sad. So yeah, I hope that this video gave you some type of blueprint on how to truly boost your confidence. And for the people who have short attention spans and didn't make it to the end, I think I'll make another one that's a little bit more condensed. But for the ones who did make it to the end, leave me a nice little emoji in the comments telling your girl, that you saw me. Leave some eyeballs at the end of the comment. In the comments, and let me know that you saw the whole thing or something to that effect. I love y'all so much. Keep it real all the time. I love y'all. Peace.